Hi everyone, I'm Tiffany Haugrud, Executive National Vice President, and today I am going to walk you through how to have a successful one-on-one presentation. Okay, so let's get started. First, we have to prep our tools. The very first tool that we have is the RE9 Advanced line. Now in here, I've got the full RE9 line, and it is sanitized, clean, and ready to go. It also has the tester labels on it. And I've also included, depending on who I'm meeting with, some makeup samples, perhaps some healthy living samples, or maybe the baby care line. Some people also ask me if I just lead with the RE9 line or if I use the Fresh Cell 5, the FC5. And the answer is 9 times out of 10 I will work with the RE9. But sometimes it doesn't work for everyone. So if that is the case, then I will move on to the Fresh Cell 5 or the FC5 line. I'm just going to move this out of the way, and we're going to go into our next business tool. The second business tool is our opportunity packet. In here, I have included the brand new catalog, as well as an Ion Arbonne story, an independent consultant and preferred client application form. I have the Arbonne opportunity brochure, the product overview sheet. I've included the opportunity DVD, and of course my business card, and all about Arbonne Canada. So those are the materials that go into the opportunity packet. And of course, if you want to put another flyer in, you can do that as well. If you are working with the FC5 line, maybe you want to put in the FC5 flyer. And the very last tool for doing a one-on-one presentation is your Arbonne opportunity presentation. Now, I personally have mine on my iPad, and I take this with me wherever I go. If you do not have an iPad, that's okay. Just download the presentation from the website and then take it to Staples and get it laminated. You can also have it bound, and it's ready to go. Okay, so those are the tools. There are two ways to work with a one-on-one presentation. The first way is leading with product, and the second way is leading with business. Either or are fantastic. It's whatever you are most comfortable with doing. The very first way that I'm going to coach you on this evening is leading with product. Step number one with leading with product is to make a phone call or speak with somebody perhaps maybe at the bus stop. What I would do personally if I was leading with product is I would pick up the phone and call all of my good friends. Let's take, for example, Leah. I'd give her a call. I would say, hey, Leah, it's Tiffany. How are you? I'm really excited. I've just started with a health and wellness company called Arbonne International, and I am looking for feedback. I'm just calling a few friends to try some of the products, just really looking for your opinion. Would you be interested in trying them for a couple of days? That is step number one. It is leading with product and asking them to try the products in their home. Step number two would be to drop off the product. Now, this will be done within 24 hours of having that conversation with her. So those of you that are note takers, we're now on step two, and we're going to drop off the RE9 Advanced line. What I would take with me would be the full RE9 Advanced line. And now I know that Leah has two boys. So I'm also going to include some of the protein shake packets so that they can try them. And I know she also has a great husband, Mike, and so I'm going to include a men's sample for him too. When you're a brand new consultant, we sometimes get really excited and we want to share absolutely everything with everyone in the first few minutes of meeting. I want to encourage you to just take a breath, relax, and just drop off the RE9 line. Don't worry about sharing everything to do with Arbonne. That will come in step number 3, the third meeting. So step 2 is dropping off the line, perhaps taking the products out, putting them on her hand, pumping it, and showing her how to use the products effectively and properly. From there, we're going to set up a time to meet back to pick up the products. I've also included that opportunity packet. So as I leave, I'm going to set up a time within 72 hours to pick the products back up. I am also going to leave her with the RA9 line and the additional samples and that business opportunity packet. I'm going to ask her for permission to go through some business information at our next meeting. So some example of verbiage would be, you know what, Leah, I'm going to leave the product line for you here to try. And it's, let's say, Tuesday right now. So would it be okay if I came back here on Friday morning at 9:30? And at that time, I'll answer any questions that you might have. And if you're interested, I'll share with you a little bit more about Arbonne. Does that sound okay? That's it. That's all you have to do with step number 2. So now we're going to move on to step number 3, and that is the third meeting, the third time in speaking with her. I am now at her place on Friday, and the tools that I am going to take with me, I know she has the RA9 line, and I know she has that opportunity packet. However, she may have misplaced it. So I'm going to take with me a preferred client and consultant application form. I am also going to take with me the Business Builders option sheet. Okay, so the third meeting, we also have what? The Arbonne opportunity presentation. It's going to start with casual conversation. I'm going to come into her home. Leah, how are you? What was your favorite product of choice? Did your boys enjoy the protein shakes? Was Mike able to try the men's line? Great. So where are you at? Are you interested in hearing how you can purchase these products at a discount? Are you interested in just purchasing them for your family? Or would you like to hear a little bit more about Arbonne? If she is just interested in purchasing retail, respect that. That's great. Then just sell the product to her. If she wants to hear a little bit more about the discount choices, then what we're going to do is we're going to go through the preferred client options. And if she's interested in hearing a little bit more about the business, that's when we're going to walk her through this Arbonne opportunity presentation. Just go through it really quickly. It'll take you maybe 10 to 15 minutes. And then from there, just simply ask her where she is at. Is she interested in hearing how much it is to become involved with Arbonne, or is she interested in just purchasing the products at a discount? We have to ask in order to know where to go from there. If she says, you know what, I don't think this business opportunity is for me, but I am interested in hearing more about the discounts, that's when we will close her and we will go through those preferred client options. If she is interested in hearing more about the business, that is when we take out the Business Builder option sheet. We let her know that it's $95 to become involved with Arbonne, and we walk her through the 2 different choices that we have. Go through and actually explain why we have 2 of the anti-aging lines and why we encourage to get a minimum of 2. Those of you who are employees, they work for you when you're not working, but she has no idea why we would need 2. So just explain that to her. And then the key is to say, so what package, Leah, would work for you? It's an awkward silence. And as new consultants, we want to jump in and say, you know what, we can make something work for you, or you may not have enough money, or whatever is coming to your mind, we might want to say. But you want to just have that awkward silence and let her decide what works for her. She is likely going to say to you, you know what, package number 1 works, or, you know, I'm thinking package number 2, but I need to think about it. That's okay. That's great, and we appreciate that. So from there, we're going to set up another time to close with her. Leah, I completely understand that you need some time to think about it. Do you want me to come back here? Let's say it's Friday morning. How about Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning? What works for you? And then from there, you can decide and let me know what package you want to go with, and we'll get you all set up. That way she knows what we're doing at that last meeting, that we're going to get her all signed up and set up and ready to go. Okay, so that is leading with product. Step 1 is that phone call. Step 2 is dropping the product off and only taking 2 to 3 minutes, giving her that opportunity packet as well. Step 3 would be closing, finding where she's at. If she's just interested in purchasing retail, she wants to hear more about the discount, or she wants to actually hear more about the business. And then the last step, step number 4, would be closing her. Closing her if she's interested in the business and signing her up. That's leading with product, and the majority of us in the beginning of our business feel more comfortable doing that, and that's great. Continue on. I am now going to introduce you to leading with business. It's very similar, it's just a little bit different in terms of format. When you're leading with business, instead of picking up the phone and talking about dropping off product, you're going to pick up the phone and think about someone that you'd really like to work with, perhaps someone that has a need, expressed a need that they're looking to make more of an income. Maybe they're on maternity leave, perhaps they have a wedding and they don't have enough money for a honeymoon. Whatever it is, that is why you're going to give them a phone call. So let's say another example, leading with with business with Leah would be, hi Leah, it's Tiff. I know that just recently you gave notice to your position at work, and I know that you're looking for another opportunity. I might just have exactly what you're looking for. Would you mind going for a cup of coffee? I'll take you out on Saturday morning for just an hour, and you can hear what I'm up to and why I think you'd be really great at this. That is leading with business. It's just making the phone call and jumping right into the business side of it. That's the first step. The second step would then be meeting her for a glass of wine or over a cup of coffee at the coffee shop. What I would take with me would be the Arbonne Opportunity presentation. I would also take the opportunity packet and of course that RE9 advanced line with some additional samples. Now we're at the coffee shop. It's Saturday morning and I'm going to thank her for meeting with me, and I'm going to simply walk her through the opportunity presentation. From there, at the end of the presentation, I'm going to ask her if she wouldn't mind trying the products for a couple of days in her home. And then if she's interested, we can meet back and I can answer any questions that she may have. And if she's interested in the business, I can go through the different ways to get started. So that is step number 2, going through the presentation, sending her home with the product to try and that opportunity packet. You want to make sure that before you leave the coffee shop, you actually have a time that you are meeting back with her. Don't wait or you're going to continue to play phone tag. You don't want to wait any more than 3 days. She only needs the products for 72 hours. If she has it more than that, then she might think that perhaps this is a hobby for you. It doesn't look like a business. And you know what? You need that RE9 line back so you can get it all cleaned up and sanitized to hand it on to somebody else. So that was Saturday morning. We've now scheduled a time before she left to meet again on Tuesday morning at 9:30. We're back at the coffee shop. I am going to bring with me the preferred client and consultant application form. And I am also going to bring with me the business builder option sheet. Just through casual conversation, thank her for meeting with you and just ask her, what was your favorite product? Did Mike have the opportunity to try the men's line? Did Jordan and Matthew have the opportunity to try the protein shakes? What did you guys think of them? And then from there, ask her, just simply. So just so that I know your interest level, are you interested in hearing how to get started with Arbonne? Or are you interested in hearing the product discount choices that we have? Or perhaps are you just interested in getting the products in your home? Then you know what her interest level is. Again, if it's just retail, that's great. Respect that, appreciate that, and then go through the hostess rewards with her. Maybe she would like to have an in-home presentation and get those products for a discounted price. If she's interested in preferred clients, then we're going to go through the preferred client options with her. And lastly, if she wants to hear more about the business, we're going to go through the business builder options We're going to explain why we've got those packages and why we've suggested them. And then from there, we're going to set up another time to close her. The close will be within 24 hours. She doesn't need any longer than that. And it will be, again, you know what? I completely understand that you need to go home and think about this. Why don't we meet back here on Sunday? Tomorrow we can come for a quick coffee, and at that time we'll get you set up with the package that works for you. That's it. That's leading with business. It starts with step 1, picking up the phone and asking to meet and why you thought of her. Step 2, having that coffee, going through the opportunity presentation, sending her home with the RA9 and the opportunity packet. Step 3, finding out where she's at, going through those business builder options with her. And then step 4 is actually closing her and placing that order online. So there you have it, leading with business and leading with product. I highly encourage you to work with the one-on-one presentations as you grow and develop your business. They are fabulous. They are short and sweet, and I encourage you to do a minimum of 2 to 4 a week, as well as your in-home group presentations. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good afternoon.